Hello, everybody. Welcome to On the Road Again. This is Kubi.
The Super Dave, how y'all doing this evening?
Yeah, this afternoon, this evening, it's all the same. Cause sure.
Yeah, sure is. I don't know where Dougie Fresh is at.
Yeah, we don't know where World Famous is right now, but I know World Famous will be on. He'll tag in. You know, he loved being late, so
Yeah,
you know
yeah.
him. But today's topic, I want to let everybody know. Today we're going to talk about relationship. We also have Super Dave's fragrance of the week. We have World Famous trending foods and places, and Brittany with Strength of Women word of the night.
Yes,
So
sir.
that's what's on tonight's show. So let's get started, Dave, with the relationship. You
Oh
know,
boy. Mm.
relationships is very hard. I mean, I've been in and out of relationships for a very long time. I finally in a relationship that I enjoy dearly,
Hmm.
and I don't know how people get into relationship and then start doing things outside of the relationship.
Hmm.
Like, for me, for example, I wasn't in this is a serious relationship. Yes, I was in serious relationships before, but married is like to me is like serious. Like
Of
that's
course.
like serious. So, I don't understand how you finagle and you go out and do things outside of your relationship. Well, outside of your marriage. Let's put it that way.
Hmm.
Let's
Right.
call that relationship. What do you say about that?
Well, that's a good question, Cool. Um, I don't know. Like you stated, relationships are serious. I mean, relationships are serious, especially when you say your vows um, in front of God. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And and when you start, I mean, that's serious. Like when you in front of people and when you make a commitment to God and to your future wife, and then go out and do some stuff after that. That's serious, you know.
Right.
So, hey, world famous, what's up, man? Glad you can join us.
Welcome.
So,
Your headset, your speaker, your speaker.
who me?
No, world famous.
Oh, okay.
I'm here, man.
Hey, what's going on, world famous? How you doing?
Hey, listen, man.
We
Just on
looking
the
at the
road again.
ceiling right now. We looking at the ceiling.
Do you see
There
me
you
now?
go. Yeah, you're a little dark, but we see you.
What do you want me to do?
I don't know. Smoke a joint or something. I don't know.
Take one.
Woo! There we go.
That's that new shit called Elevator Smash.
Woo!
It takes you to the top floor and bring you back down by yourself.
Yo, tonight's show is relationships. So we was talking about how people get, married and go outside of their outside of their marriage. And also people do it during their relationships too. And I just was trying to figure out why and how. I mean, for me, and I can let the cat out the bag because I'm not afraid because I'm not in that no more. But for
Right.
me, it was certain things that was going on within the household that I wasn't satisfied with. So I seeked other people because I wasn't satisfied at home.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Now this was, I know this was before you got married, so this is, back in the day.
back in the day. Yeah.
Right.
Back when, and I'm gonna let it be known, it's on the road again.
Right.
And I'm gonna let it be known, Doug profit off a lot of my stuff. He was out there selling me. I don't understand how. Yeah, I don't understand.
That is true. That is true. I mean, I'm always into profiting by any means necessary, as Malcolm used to say. I'm sorry, and it was a very lucrative business at that time. Very lucrative and fun. But I think that is definitely one of the things we just said. You're always looking for something outside, but sometimes we just got to look within ourselves, because what we're really looking for outside it starts within ourselves. You know what I'm saying? So once we find us and we mature, then we at the level of peace and happiness, because now we got peace and happiness within ourselves. So then we can provide that with our mates, and so on and so on and so on.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
And speaking of that, Coop, now that's on the road again. That's another segment.
Oh no, go ahead, say it.
I'm just thinking about some of the trials and the trails, that we went through to get on that road again. And
right.
Woo, baby. Let me tell you, man. It's good to be alive.
It's good to be alive. Right.
Why you say that, Doug? What happened, man? What happened, Dougie? I mean, world famous.
Listen. Sometimes, and I say this, to Brother John and Brother Dave. I say Super Dave and Coop. Woo, man. I got still I always reflect back to us going to in Atlanta, man. I mean, that was.
You see now we have to let the cat out the bag.
No, we ain't have we can let some paws out the bag. We can let the whole damn cat out. No, meow. But the fly,
let the birds loose.
Woo. No, but I'm just saying how we as become men and cherish the ones we love. That's what it's all about. We came a long way, and sometimes it takes us longer than it takes others. And Dave was running around, but he seen the light early, and I used to sit down with Dave, and I used to listen to Father Dave, and Dave had some good words of wisdom. Yeah, that's when he was Father Dave. That's when he had the pastor suit on and everything else, the collar. That's when he was talking to me.
Okay,
as we was sitting at the job. When we at the job and things again on the road again. So he brought up some good points, and I said, Dave, you make sense. You make sense. But at that time, I didn't want to hear Dave's sense. I want to hear what Dave talking about. Dave he didn't say what I want to hear at that particular time. But he was right. But I damn sure didn't want to hear him. You know what I mean?
Right.
Dave, thumbs up for Dave being right. Dave, you're fucking right, Dave.
Thank you, world famous. I appreciate that, man.
You got it.
I mean,
you got it.
I would want the same thing for me, because it was like that with me. Like, I used to work with some OGs. This is when I was like back in my early 20s. Well, I'll say my middle 30s and stuff like that. And then, OGs used to talk to me and say, yo, brother, yo, young blood, man, it's cheaper to keep it, brother. Cheaper to keep it, man. And a lot of old jacks used to tell me that, yo, it's cheaper to keep it, man. Yo, this and that, which they was speaking real facts, man. It's cheaper to keep it, man. You just gotta maintain and just make sure your stuff is correct. My wife is saying cheaper to keep her. Yeah, cheaper to keep her. Say it loud and clear, Nick.
Cheaper to keep her.
You heard that?
That's right.
Amen, brother.
So basically, since it's cheaper to keep her, that means we ain't got to spend too much money on her no more.
Nah, well, like I think that what they were talking about I think what I know they were talking about was, like if you keep her, then all that child support that you're gonna be paying on alimony.
Okay. Now let's see what you're talking about.
The big C, the CB word, child support. Wow.
That's what they were talking about. You stay home, you ain't got to pay nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
Makes sense, right?
Damn.
Yeah, it make a whole lot of sense. I know about that child support. Yeah, man.
Well, Doug, I mean, well, Kubi, we both know about it because thank God for Linda Luca. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, indeed. Shout out to Linda Luca.
Shout out to Linda Luca, boy.
Yo, the best HR person I ever dealt with in my life.
Me too.
Yo, she had saved me at least $50 extra a week, and I'll take it.
Yes. Me probably a little more.
Right. Yeah. But people don't understand.
But you know what? What I loved about her so much was she used to pre-warn me when something was coming up. She knew about it.
Right.
Only because I guess they was getting ready to contact her or something. So she used to pre-warn and say, "Yo, Dave, you need to come down to the office." And I used to, whenever she called, I'm there.
Right. Yo, it could be a crisis going on in the hallway. Yo, I gotta go. Yo, take over. I gotta go.
Gotta go.
Right. Yo,
that's right. So
I don't know about you guys, but I know for me, when they call over the walkie or over the speaker and say, "John, Linda Luca needs you," you start sweating. You start going like that.
For real.
When they call you and say you got to go to Mark's office,
yes.
Right. But when you hear Linda Luca, you like this. Oh shit! Wait.
Yeah.
You start getting nervous.
Yes. Hands start sweating and all of that, man.
Man,
Yeah.
Doug, I think I told you about. I think I told you about that story, right, Doug? Did I tell you that?
Yeah.
She said
you bought plenty of houses, Dave. You bought some houses, baby.
Who you telling? Man.
So do you really feel that it benefits you to be with your child's mother? Or it sometimes it just does not matter. It like, yo, okay, we with her. We have a child together, but me and you just don't get along.
Well, I think for the child's, because it's all about kids. You know that, right?
Right.
And you don't want your kid to grow up without somebody, your parents in the home.
Right. Yeah.
Like I thought about that a lot. Just growing up and my kids not being with me only like twice a week. I mean, like every other weekend. And it hits home, because like it could damage them really bad. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I think that's going on with a lot of these kids these days is like the dad is not in the picture. You know what I'm saying? So they feel like they can go out there and try to be the man that they think they can be when possibly if dad was there, a lot of that stuff wouldn't be going on, or them thinking the way that they think and stuff like that,
Right.
So I think that, just being with your family, man, and growing up with them or they growing up with you and you teaching them different things and like, I mean, it hits home, like I wish,
So you're saying that the kids who have single parents in the home are doomed? Is that what you're trying
No,
to say?
I'm not saying that they're doomed, but I'm saying that it would be a lot better if the whole family was like this. You understand what I'm saying?
What
Yeah.
happens to what happens to the family when you have drugs into the picture in the family, which sometimes destroy the family? You know what I'm saying? What happens in that instance? You know, I
What do
mean,
you mean drugs in the family? What do you mean?
I mean, one of the adults in there choose to indulge in these things that can destroy the family or take them apart. Do you
Right.
think that? Do you think that that is a cancer in destroying the family? Do you think that if they went for counseling and for help, would that bring the family closer, or you think that will destroy it? Because sometimes, I mean, some of the kids may have both parents in the family, and they just decide to become what the fuck they want to come. You know, that can't necessarily always blamed on the mom and the dad neither. You know what I'm saying? We have worked with kids that has happened. Not many have had them, but they have had them when both parents was in the house, and love was shown. And love was shown. So I don't know,
Right.
but I do agree
Well,
with you. And I do believe that if both of them is in the house, that is special, and that does help the kid or the children come up to be better people, and hopefully be better people. You know,
and it
but I think
also
that's a
and
good
also
foundation.
and also world famous. It's like how they're being brought up also. You know, like I mean, like as me, for instance, me growing up, I grew up in a because my father was a bishop. You
Yeah,
know,
you PK kid, PK
and
kid.
yeah, I was a PK kid, and I had like the weight of the world on me, man, because everybody was watching me. You understand what I'm saying? And this is from elementary school all the way to high school, to
And
where,
I know you gave him a hell of a show all the way up.
bruh, listen, I couldn't help it. Sometimes you just can't help, man. I mean, like, especially like in elementary school. I mean, it was like really bad because like that's the elementary school is when like you horseplay and you act crazy and you defiant a little bit, and then like just going to junior high school, like once they found out in junior high school that my father was a reverend, like I couldn't do nothing, man. I mean, they expected too much from me, man. Like I was a class clown and I used to make airplanes and throw paper at people and spit balls with my straw and spit balls, and then like the teacher kept saying, yo, I'm gonna call your parents up. I was like, yeah, you can call them up, because I always used to go home. I always used to know when the report cards was coming. I'll meet the mailman. I'll beat him. Because my parents went to work. And I used to beat the mailman and get that report card or that warning slip until one day, my I guess they contacted my father actually, and he kept telling me, yo, I'm coming to that school. And I used to say, yeah, because he used to always say that. I'm coming to that school. I used to hear that all the time. But one particular time, bro, he came and I was acting a total fool in the classroom. I never forget, I was in Davis, matter of fact. And I was acting a total fool. And the teacher said, Mr. Anderson, look at the window, look at the door. So I'm looking at the door, I turn, look at the door, and my father's standing there like this. And don't you know, it was a wrap after that. I'm surprised, like I got teased from 7th grade, 8th grade, and maybe my first year junior of high school, 9th grade, man, because my father tore me up. Yeah, but that didn't stop me. That was fun because I used to. It didn't matter to me, man.
You was just a hard head, stubborn little boy.
Hard-headed, stubborn little boy. But like I grew up with good parents. I grew up going to church. I went to church Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Sundays I couldn't watch TV.
Man,
had to get up at 6:00 in the morning with my. Woke up 6:00 in the morning. We had at my mom's house. We have a playroom, and that's where my father used to get us up every Sunday morning. Me, my sister, my brother, and we used to have prayer every Sunday morning before we went to church.
That sounds beautiful, man. That sounds beautiful.
You said
yeah,
it's a beautiful thing. I mean, it taught you a lot. It made you the man that you are, man.
That was up to what age?
Huh?
Up until what age?
Man, that was up until maybe I was 13, 14 maybe.
Oh, okay.
13, 14. But I didn't like it back then, but I respect it right now. Because I'm not a drug addict. I'm not I had jobs all my life. I was brought up very nice. We made sure we ate dinner every day at 6:00, family dinner in my household. So and I try to instill that in my family now. Where we sit at the table and eat. Or we don't eat in separate rooms and stuff like that. We come together as a family. And I respect everything my father and my mother did for me. But going back to but that's why it kind of didn't happen like that with my kids. Like me and my wife got divorced, and sometimes you regret that. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel that maybe if I would have hung out a little while. Now, don't get me wrong. I love my wife right now. My wife now.
I should hope so, man.
You better.
Yeah.
But you don't. You better go to that podcast.
You're right. But I'm just saying, things happen throughout life, man. That and I apologize to my kids. I'm sorry that what happened. I really, and to the bottom of my heart, I'm sorry to this day. That I couldn't be there. I didn't miss any birthdays, but it's just when the whole family is there, things is just different. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. I understand that too, to the fullest. As far as my son and my daughter, my two oldest, the same thing. I wish I had Taj ever since he was young. From the first day he wanted to start playing basketball, I wish I had him. And I think me personally, things would have been different, big time different as far as his career and movement, because I know for a fact of what I wanted to have him do and be. And just like my daughter, same thing. Me and her, when she started living with me and her had battles. We was like cats and dogs, and had to take me stop being so hard and rough on her and sit down and tell her and explain to her, listen, I want to be your best friend. I want to know everything. It don't matter what it is. I don't care what it is. I want to know. And I'm not going to bash you and curse you out like before. We're going to do this the right way. And once we became like that, then the relationship was great. But it was a lot of years before that I didn't have her, I'm saying, every other weekend I might go and see her, little special days, that's kind of whack when you don't walk. I love the feeling when you walk home and your kids run up on you. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Come home and you see your baby, she's sleeping, and that's just very, very special to me. And I understand my age, I shouldn't be having a newborn or a 3-year-old, but guess what? I'm loving it. You know what I'm saying?
Of course. Right.
So, and like I said, this is one of the best relationships I've had in a long time. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I mean, I had some very good women, but This one just a tad bit over everybody. That just made it like, yeah, this is where I need to be.
Right.
What you say, Doug, about your past, about your son and stuff?
Well, listen, I had experience. We've been together for all the time. You know, me and his mother. You know, to this day we're good. We're friends. We're great friends, and we respect one another. I know for a fact back then I was a wild boy running wild. I ain't gonna even sit here and hold that, but wow, not wild, just living the life. But
right.
We had some bumps in the roads, me and my son. But you know, when people see us now and we like, they say, "Damn, they wish they had, what we got." And as we all say, we wish we was there. There's some times that I missed. I'm not gonna say it was all great, but I can say that I was a good dad. I was a dad that was there, made sure I was there. You know, I didn't care what had happened to whomever, mother was dating, whatever. I was there. I was going to do what I had to do. So I mean, and like I said, we mature as men, and they mature as women as well. So everything.
Right.
I mean, we're having a good. We're doing this podcast, and we're talking about us and things of that nature. But it was always a two-way street, and like I said, certain things. I know my thing. I look for certain things in my woman, like my mom, instilled in me.
Right.
And in certain things they click, then you say, wow, well, why didn't it go this way? Or why didn't it go that way? And her saying the vice versa, because maybe she saw things with her dad and her mom's relationship that she wanted, So, but in all, I can say, I'm not saying everything was perfect and great, but I can say to this day now, as we sit here right here, I'm good. And the relationship between me and his moms is very, very good. Very, very, very good. And that's why, sometimes you see the audience. And when you hear the audience, that's my son, man. That's my son.
Right.
He's a great young man. I mean, he's seen a lot. He's done a lot. I mean, he's seen a lot and done a hell of a lot. Shit. I got lawyer bills.
Yeah, the audience is still doing a lot.
Yeah, he's still the audience is definitely doing a lot.
Look,
that's right, man. That's good.
But I'm proud to say that he's my guy.
Right,
my guy, and I could talk to him about a lot of things.
Right.
And I guess, like we all wish, even my pops, when he sometimes, I mean, he's proud of me now, but I know he always wished that I could be something other than what I am, but we are what we are, and they choose the path that they choose, and you know what? Not going back on spiritual, but God guides them. I'm just happy they're here to see him. I'm happy to see mine. That's all. And I'm happy
exactly.
We go out, we box together, we weight lift together, we will go to fights together. I mean, we went to see Javante Davis, so we do things. We went to NFL joint with see his man Tom Brady play. So we've done things together. So
right,
and just like to now, we hang out. We can actually hang out.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about, right?
Right.
That's what you're talking about. Like, and I agree with everything you're saying, Doug. I mean, what you're saying is absolutely true. Like me and Jeremy, like even working. I think since me being out of work, our bond has become close. I mean, we was close then. I just got mad because dude never used to like to call and always. What I'm saying? But
they go through too. They go through that too, and we get to that point where we want that. But you gotta remember they live lives too. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
They're finding themselves.
Yeah.
But you two gentlemen, y'all have y'all on a different scale than I am. Y'all got Brady bunches and and partridge families. I don't have all that. So you guys could come from y'all come from a different angle, and from what I've learned from both of you gentlemen, that you're great men. You're really great men, and I'm proud to say that I'm glad to be on the road again with you guys, and I've learned a lot. I've done a lot with you guys, and like I said, this ain't the podcast for that one neither. But I'm just proud of you guys. You are good men. We're good men.
Likewise, Doug.
Yes, you are too.
Yeah. Likewise, man. So
we do know some duds. Oh God, we know some duds.
Oh, do we?
Woo.
Yeah,
baby.
What? So at this time, we're going to go into the world famous trending foods and places.
Oh boy!
Well,
what do you have?
Hopefully, today was a sad day. Not a sad day, but I didn't get opportunity to do a lot of things because I've been ripping and running, and had some misfortune in my life. But we don't need to. That's not for the podcast. But I've been ripping and running, so I didn't really get a chance to cook something because I ain't got a stove to cook it on. But to long story short, that we're see, the audience brings me a cup of tea because I'm feeling kind of down. That's my son. That's my son. But what I want to cook and what I am going to do, I'm going to do my Alfredo chicken smothered with mushroom gravy, onions, and with some pasta. That's what I want. That's what I want to do next time that we on the podcast. If we don't do that, I think the next thing we're going to go to this famous one of the landmarks in Mount Vernon called Johnny's Pizza. I think that's one of the greatest pizzas I ever had. I know a lot of people say this, that, and the third, but I know my co-partner right here, and also John and Kubi Expo, they all know that Johnny's is good food. So hopefully, I think we're working towards that, and they have very, very good pizza. They have very good salad. They have very, very good food, and it's a generation upon generation upon generation. So hopefully, that's where we're going to do our next segment from, and y'all get an opportunity to sample the venue or the menus and enjoy the audience and around you're gonna like it. You're gonna really like it. So that's what we're going for. Okay.
Two thumbs up for Johnny's. 2 thumbs up for Johnny's.
So now we're going to go into Super Dave's fragrance of the week.
Well, today I have one women's fragrance for the ladies, if there's any ladies in the audience, and I have one from for the men.
Yes,
I'm gonna do the ladies first.
I'm glad you did that, Dave, because I had a couple of questions and people have been asking me, is all these fragrance just for the men? That's all Super Dave talk about? Is that all he do? I mean, I was getting harassed, man. So I'm glad today that you bought something up for the ladies.
Yeah, got something for the lady. Because Christmas is coming up. So, I'm sure everybody, those who celebrate Christmas, you might want to get your young lady something. I have one today, and I might have one like every maybe week. I don't know. We'll see how it work out. But today we're going to go with barn number 9 for the women, which is Madison Avenue. Yo. Oh boy, ladies. I mean, gents.
Yeah.
Gents, if you get this for your lady, I'm telling you, man, if you're not married, you might say, baby, let's get married or something. I don't know. That's up to y'all, This is some good stuff right here.
Do you keep that in the refrigerator with that Jello pudding?
Nah, this is my wife's stuff. I took this off her dresser a few minutes ago, so she has this on her dresser.
I know you be stuffing those things in the refrigerator.
I have a couple. And let me explain to the people that I don't put it in my house refrigerator. So in case y'all think I put this with my food and stuff like that, I have a little college refrigerator, a little college one that you can get from Target or one of them places. And I keep like maybe I'm gonna say about 15 of them in there. The temperature is nice temperature. It's not freezing it. It's not, making it like cold. It's just nice room temperature. You know what I'm saying? So, those of y'all who don't have, a space, if you don't want to keep it, on your dresser or anything like that, a good way to preserve your fragrances is putting them in a refrigerator. I know a lot of people was laughing at me because they heard that, but, it's absolutely true. Sometimes you should, preserve your fragrances, you put them in the refrigerator. But the men's fragrances is none other than the little brother of the big brother, and this is Creed Aventis Cologne, not the regular Aventis. You see, I put a little dent in this one, a little dent. You see that dent?
Yeah.
This is a good. This is a good fragrance right here. It's very fresh. It's clean. It's it's nice. I mean, I know the king is the regular Aventis, but this is the little brother. You know what I'm saying? But this is just as good, and it lasts just as long. It just don't have like that birch smell as the big brother do, or that pineapple smell. But this is a good one. So if you don't have it, get your hands on it. It's almost about the same price as the big brother. But this is a 1.7, because I really don't care for the big brother that much. It smells good, but I'd rather have the little brother. Little brother, he's on point. You know what I'm saying? So that's my sense for the night. Creed Aventis Cologne for men, and Bond number 9 for women, Madison Avenue.
Okay.
Oh man.
I mean, Dave. You really sometimes you just really you got that smell to my heart, Dave. You are what they call the man with the master smell. Go ahead, bro. Go ahead. I like that. I like that. That Bond number. Who's that right there? Somebody coming in upside down. Is that Sister Soul?
That is Sister Soul. Sister Soul in the building.
That's Sister SOW. Do you know what that means?
Not Sister Soul.
Sister Soul.
I can see everybody.
You can't see?
No.
Hey guys.
Hello.
Hey, who's that?
I'm in the bed, so I didn't want to flash in because I look crazy right now.
Oh, what's up, Kels?
Hi guys.
How you doing?
She looks beautiful. Is she crazy?
Please.
So
what's up,
Super Dave. I told you we're gonna do this one day. I got some Creed to challenge yourself with, my brother. Right now, I'm taking it back. This is one of the very first ones. This is called Creed Milestone. And let's not get too crazy with it, because then I'm gonna bring the Viking out and we're gonna just battle like this, Dave. We're gonna keep
yes.
I want you to know.
We got the 20th anniversary, baby.
Man, listen, I just want you to know we're gonna do this right. I'm gonna battle you down, Davey Dave.
Let's get it on, big dog.
Let the fight begin. Ding,
let
ding.
It go.
So now we have
good job, Dougie.
There you got. I told him to go downstairs and get a little something. That had, I had to wipe the dust off it. I had a little, on it. That's all. But it's good now.
It's all right, man. It still works. It's what's inside the bottle, baby. That's all, right?
Mine's is down to the very last drop. I use them all. I can't.
Yeah.
And I like when I walk through the streets and then and I'm driving. Everybody says, "Ooh."
So we have the soul segment of the night.
What? Everybody's frozen but me. Or is that my phone?
You on the phone? First of all, Miss So, you're supposed to turn the camera sideways so we can see you.
What?
Turn it to the left now. Turn it to the right now. Turn it up.
Yeah, turn it the long way, Kel. I mean, Britt.
I'm upside down.
Oh, your phone is not flipping?
Oh, she must don't have. You don't have the rotation thing. You got to do the rotation thing.
You right.
There you go. There you go. There you go.
Now, do you have your Wi-Fi on?
I don't have the Wi-Fi on, but can you hear me?
Yes,
now
we can hear you.
Yeah, I can hear you now.
You see me?
Yeah,
we see
yeah,
you. You're waving, but it's okay.
You're waving. You're waving.
Okay. Hi, guys.
Hello.
Hey, Miss Nelson, aka Do It Right, Do It Right, Do It Right.
Okay. So I have a quote for everyone this week. So I have for you: change is your opportunity for you to evolve. That's the quote for the week. Change is your opportunity for you to evolve. Now, change is something that is normally unwanted. It's hard. It's uncomfortable. It hurts. And it's normally your first trauma response. But let's put it on for an opportunity to grow.
There you go.
And that's my challenge for you.
If nothing changes.
Absolutely.
Wow.
Put it on as an opportunity for you to grow.
That's a good quote. Brittany. That's really good.
Brittany, Dave. Brittany.
Let me tell you something, Brittany. Change is excellent. Let me tell you. Just working where I worked at for almost 28 years.
Mm-hmm.
I used to work. You know where I used to work at.
Mm-hmm.
But I used to work on the bottom part of the campus, which was the worst part of the campus, right? So I worked there, and I always, like, maybe my 16th or 17th year, I just got tired of working there. And I said to myself, I need a change. I need change. But because I was so comfortable where I was at, I never made that change. And I used to tell all my coworkers, I said, yo, I'm out. And they used to say, oh, really? You know, when I first started saying I wanted some change. And then it got to a point where I kept saying it. And then, every time I would say it, they was like, oh, you ain't going nowhere. So I finally did it. I finally made change. And that's when I went to the top part of the campus. And
where you
that
saw
changed.
Brother Doug, what's your life? Change your life.
Yes.
Hey, life.
Yes.
Look at me.
Exactly. It was a lot of fun up there when I made the change. And I got mad at myself because I said, wow, all these years that I said that I wanted a change and never did it. But then when I finally did it and saw the results of what I accomplished, it was excellent.
It is.
But then after a while, I needed a change from there too. So, I needed another change.
There's nothing wrong with that. I don't believe we were meant to be the same forever, right?
Right.
So
right.
It's okay that you thought even after that you needed a change. You do outgrow things. You do.
Yes.
But we look at it as if we have the control of it, and now we're doing it to grow. You're gonna get a different perspective.
Right. And to piggyback on change, I said the same thing too. Well, basically, the funny thing is change came to me several times. When I first started working up in Hawthorne, I started in the cottages, and I always used to walk the kids down to school and be like, yo, Dave, man, get me in here, man. Let me get, I want to come work. My schedule is this, I can do both. He's like, yeah, let me work on that. So they finally got me into the school. I'm in the school and working the cottages. So I'm doing a good job. Dave liked what I'm doing. John Sasso liked what I'm doing. So both of them said, yo, you should take on a supervisor position. I said, nah, I don't want to do that. Nah. He said, nah, yo, listen, you need to take on this position. You real good. They need somebody. So I turned down the chance to take on the supervisor position like 3 times. So the change continued to come. And I said, you know what? I'll take it. Let me do it. So I went on and took the supervisor position, and it was very good. In the beginning, I had the little school at the time. It was called Little School with the little kids, and I also had to deal with the knucklehead kids over in the PATH program. And the PATH was the ones that didn't want to go to school. All they wanted to do is stand outside and smoke all day long. And they have a 2-page packet every morning, and they don't want to sit there and do 2 pages work. And then, so when the change started, I said, I want to change back. But it worked out good, and I really enjoyed that change that I did make, because it made me grow and understand more of the business and how to operate with the kids and all that. So change is very good.
And that's why World Famous disliked me a little bit to this day, because he made that change too. And
yeah. You and bubblegum over there taller than me. Yeah. Y'all got me to do the change, and you left me with some garbage, but that's what's out. Yeah. You really was on the road again with that one. Shit.
Brittany,
but Doug, that's how we all got on the road.
There you go. That's right. That's how we got on the road.
Yeah, I was out there praying. You always having a good time on my piggyback. You and Coop had to come and get me out the room where I was always at. Let's go, Doug. We gotta do some work. But y'all never went downstairs and grabbed everybody else. Why you came me? I feel the change was necessary for a lot of people, but y'all didn't do it. What you doing? Oh yeah, now everybody funny. Okay, I got you.
You're doing an excellent job, Doug. Wherever you at on campus, you're doing an excellent job, and the kids appreciate you. So if they're not gonna tell you, I'm gonna tell you, man. The kids appreciate you. I appreciated you, man, to the utmost. I appreciated you too, Gooby. Honest to God, I did, man. And I thank y'all from the bottom of my heart.
Well, I appreciate Brittany when she was a teacher's aide there, and she taught the kids everything. She taught them how to count 1, 2, 3, because some of them didn't even know that. Go ahead, clap it up for Brittany. Go ahead now.
That was one of my starting places, for real.
That's right. That was the ground floor. The ground floor of SOW.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So earlier, Brittany, the topic was relationship. How do you feel about relationship?
Relationships as a general statement, or
mother, father, everything, about anything. How do you really feel about it?
I actually love the power of connection. I think it's great, to connect with other people and to build relationships. One of the things that I feel like we don't pay enough attention to is self in the relationship. We put a lens on someone else in a relationship and how their actions are affecting us, but it's more difficult to keep that lens on you. But
ain't that what I said?
I love relationships, and I think they are extremely they can be so powerful when everyone in the relationship plays their part and really keeps, like I said, the lens on you, because it doesn't matter what happens in a relationship. There's 100% you've played some part in it. So at the end of the day, I think relationships are great. I think it's even better when you focus on you and how you want to be better for the relationship, no matter if it's mother-daughter, father-son, wife and husband, etc. Play your part, and I think it's great.
You'll see me?
Yeah.
Hi, guys.
Hello.
Hey.
I'm in the bed. Don't excuse my hair.
Oh,
it's all right.
I have some relationships also. we have to remember too, if we don't heal our childhood traumas, we bring it right back into the relationship. Whether it's a relationship with your children, whether it's a relationship with your partner, whether it's work, anything. We have to heal sometime in order to have a healthy relationship, any relationship.
That's true.
I like that.
That's true.
And we have to also know we have to heal. Some people don't realize they had trauma. You know, but right now, 2022 we're going into, mental health is out here. People are aware. It's not embarrassing. No one's ashamed. So it's a good time.
Yeah, that's good. Nice.
What y'all think? Quiet. I ain't.
No, they agree.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yes.
Keep it. That's exactly what I mean when I say keep the lens on you, because no one is perfect, right? We're all progressing, but perfect. So, but I think relationships are beautiful. I don't think we were designed to be alone.
We weren't.
So
it wouldn't be anything without relationships.
Right.
Yeah.
So we need each other, right? Is that what you're saying? We need each other.
We need each other, you know.
They did a study years ago. Just saying what Brittany's saying. People aren't meant to be alone. People, all we're meant for connection. We're meant to connect with each other. They did a study years ago about with these dudes in jail in the box, they call it. But what's it called when you're in isolation? Isolation.
The box.
Solitary confinement.
They were in. And they showed how the two dudes side by side themselves were, but they scaled the wall the same time each night because they knew that somebody else was on that other side of that wall, just to have almost try to get a physical connection. They scaled it. They didn't even know, not knowing, but they did a study, and it was so amazing to me. That's why people aren't meant to be alone.
Nope.
It's not natural.
Right.
So it's like you gravitate. You know, you're not supposed to be alone.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah.
Come here, Nunu.
Doug knows about that a lot.
Fine. Yeah.
Say that. We say Kubiko. We say
I said you know about that a lot. Not being alone.
Listen, on the road again. Listen, man. This segment was brought to you by Johnson & Johnson.
Okay.
No, we do not own the rights of what he said.
No.
We do not own the rights of Johnson
at all.
Zero.
We don't own anything. That's the.
We own self. That's it.
You gotta.
Yeah.
Yes.
So we are now coming to the end of the show, but now Doug is frozen.
That's it.
You see, Doug is okay, he's unfrozen now. See, Johnson & Johnson, they put the whammy on your see?
Listen, don't start no more beating up because we can take it to extra more 10 minutes left.
Right.
Don't start it.
So let's go with world famous words of the day.
I'd like to just piggyback on what Brittany said as far as change is concerned. Change is a word of growth as well. And again, it starts within. So take advantage. And again, take advantage of life. And don't be afraid to tell someone you love them. And use that as growth and power as well. Words from Doug, aka Warfare.
Oh man, that was deep, yo.
That was deep. It was deep.
Yeah, yo, you almost
man.
I
I don't jump in the water. I swim in the water, man. 10 feet under.
You almost got me, man. You almost got me.
You know how we do.
Yeah. But I want to thank everybody for tuning in tonight's On the Road Again. And of course, Brittany, thank you again for your.
We thank you too.
Bye, guys. See you Sunday. Shout out Sunday. Talk that talk.
I want to tell everybody Sunday night at 8:00, new show on the Kubi TV network. Talk That Talk with Kelly Whitley. Right?
Yep, you got it.
Okay.
And I missed you guys last week. They didn't call me in, but I was still tuning in.
We was watching though. We was all messed up.
No, I saw it. I watched it, but I didn't come on.
Yo, but no, because Kelly had went through a fire drill during the show.
I
know.
You know, she had the kids.
Look at that.
A whole 20-minute fire drill.
She had the kids outside in the cold on the fire drill. So,
I saw that. I was like,
you know, so that's why, you know, the confusion going on. I meant to hit you, but when that was going on, we was making sure the drill was going correctly. That's all we was trying to do. Yeah.
The kids was on the road.
Right. They was on the road again.
Oh Lord.
What you gotta say, Doug?
Man, listen, that was a hell of an experience, that fire drill. Lord have mercy. I had to put my shit on. I thought it was a real fire shit. That shit was going off.
And it was the lady downstairs. We have a good alarm system.
She was burning up
the place. She was burning the building down.
Oh no, don't say that.
She burned something in there.
But thank you guys for having me.
Yes, thank you for being on the Road Again show. Everybody, be safe out there.
Cool, are you going to let them know what we're doing next week, or you just?
Oh yeah, what we got next week? Yeah, go ahead, Dave. Introduce that next week.
Well, next week we have two guests that's coming on. One is a young lady by the name of Alita Washington, and she has a jewelry that she makes, and she's going to come on and talk to us about her jewelry line, and I think she makes for men and women, and also my nephew who was just ordained a pastor. He's going to come on and give us some words of wisdom and stuff like that. So he's young and up and coming. He's also he's an artist also. So hopefully next week we'll have a good show also. So stay tuned.
No doubt.
All right.
All right, everybody. Good night.
Good night.
Good night. Could we laugh, Doug?
Yeah. Yo.
Yo.